All right, folks. Roof is on. We are going to button up a few things on there. I don't know if we'll get to the upholstery side of it yet, but I'd like to be close to that. We got to work out this front back window. We got our frame and all that jazz somewhere. I think it's sitting on that seat. Got to deal with that. I got to work with... The top is on right now because I'm trying to figure out where my rear view mirror's got to go. So we're going to tap the center post and get our rear view mirror in. We got to get some paint on the inside. This paint is not drying very well. Just put the lid on and it's, is what it is. So we got to do a few touches around here after we get some paint. So this edge, before we put vinyl on, I have a lot of this stuff I got for the top. So we got some heavy foam that's going to go around over the glass, and we have this edging that we're going to use everywhere. I did get some fine, like some thinner stuff for around the back, but it's such a tight fit. I might just, when I do the vinyl, I'll glue the vinyl to the inside of that channel in the back. And like I was going to run the vinyl to this edge and stop it, but I might actually run the vinyl and glue it inside and use that as the padding to go over the paint here along the back. So we're starting with those few things. Hopefully that all works out. And then, well, I'm not 100% sure where we go from here. That's the plan for now. Oh, right here. We got some of this edging. Kind of didn't want to come out of it. Oh. I think there's about 5 miles of this. So for the sharp edge up in the front here, where folks are talking about, is we're just going to knife this on, and then we'll be able to nicely wrap the vinyl around and it can't get cut. So once that kind of does its business, we're going to do the vinyl under, and then kind of, I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. It's going to go here and it's probably going to free float, but that's all the strips that I made before. So these are for the front. So these are gonna like hold that rubber that I have, and it'll double up as a like a very firm mount to like the glue should work, because I did get some industrial glue to do the gluing portion of everything. But part of me wants to still screw that plate down, and basically we're gonna have a little, like a thin rubber pad going across that'll sit and squish on the glass, so it'll like wrap around it. And then on the front side of it, I'm gonna have this as well. So we should have a pretty good seal in there, I think. I've never done this before. I did one truck when I was younger. I did a Toyota, I think an 81 Toyota, that I kind of lifted up. I made a removable hardtop, but it wasn't an open glass like that. I had half the roof, and then I had another roof that actually lapped over top of it, and then I just screwed it down like with some bolts. That's how I did it. So this one's like uber fancy from the last time I've done one of these. But anyways, let's get going. Well, mirror is in. We got our interior lights in. I had screwed up and tried to do something before and put a big hole in there, so I just cut a spacer. We put our little grounding switch in here. I'm gonna have to touch up this thing and repaint this box and clean that badge up because, well, it's full of overspray. All right, so we got that sorted out. I've kind of cut some of this up so we have this edging going on here. Next thing I'm gonna do, I think, is chop down that back window and get that to fit into this opening. So over here, I grabbed this, or we got this window. We got a rubber. I did a quick little markup. I'm gonna cut one side and I'm just gonna try to get this as close as I can. I'm not too focused that, I'm not gonna try to weld or anything. It's probably pot. So anyways, I'm gonna do this, loosely cut this, and then we'll trim it away till this thing fits in there. I've got all the screws because they all just screw into here. So that's these. And then once I get this done, I'll be able to try to get a piece of glass made for that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Unless I have some glass, I'll cut it myself, but yeah. All right, let's cut and fit.
What are you doing right now?
Well, I'm trying to do my back window. I've been trying with the air saw. That was so slow. The grinder doesn't want to actually cut through this. So, big saw it is. So much better.
Oh my goodness, that's so much faster.
It's a lot faster, eh?
Yeah. You already have a back window though, yeah?
No, that's what I'm making is the piece for it here.
Oh.
So I got to cut this to fit. So I got this part kind of in there.
Let me come around this side.
I'll just got to get a screw to hold it in place. But so essentially I'm doing this, then I'll do the rubber.
And then you have to make a template and then
Yeah, then I go to the glass shop.
go to our glass people.
Unless I have enough junky glass around to make it, I don't know.
Okay.
Kind of on the fence with that. Wow. This thing definitely does not fit as nice as it did in whatever. Oh. Oh. Am I holding it upside down? Did I do this wrong already?
Oh no.
There's no going back.
Uh-oh.
Should be okay. I think I'm fine.
You're okay?
We'll find out. Come on. It's almost as bad as the one-handed whirl here. See if the other side. The screw holes all work.
I mean, that looks like a really good fit right now.
It is, it's just the bolt holes weren't lining up.
Oh, okay.
See, that is wrong. I guess it's just because of the trucks, the openings are different. See how the top
Yeah, I
doesn't
see
fit
that.
in there now?
Yeah.
Boo.
Hey, boy.
Boo. It's a lot of work just to make a piece of trim. Well, let's see. I guess I can re-drill these. That looks like it fits better there. You wouldn't think that they were different from...
Apparently they are.
Yeah, like that hole's not lined up. That hole's like nowhere near the existence of that one.
Oh boy.
Weird. Very weird. All right, now we gotta carefully Because I can't weld this together. It's like pot metal.
Oh, shoot, really?
So I kind of have to guesstimate.
You got to get it right. No pressure.
Let's start big. I'm gonna go there. Something like that. Back to the saw.
I hope it's something exactly like that.
Well, I'm gonna have to cut it twice. But I need it to fit a little closer so I can get a tighter fit and then we can sand. Hey buddy, you got a bed. Why are you lying there? Probably because the
buddy.
concrete's cold.
Yeah, the floor is cooler than the bed right now.
Oh man, hopefully. Survey says.
I have a good feeling about this.
Oh, I know I got too much, so it'll be okay. That part fits in there. Yeah, I think it's just because of the shape of my opening.
It seems to be a slightly different shape.
Well, could I cut it out of the middle, eh?
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, hopefully my microphone. I'm not yelling into it.
One more time.
Just trying to get it really close that I can go with the grinder after and make this really nice.
For sure.
I'm hoping. There may be a little bit of shaving. I can actually almost need it a little loose just because like it's getting really tight. I'm finding. And I have to get all that vinyl to pack through there.
Yes, you do. Oh, you're pretty darn close there.
Yeah. So then we gotta get the rubber and the seal in there.
Just a couple things.
Well, the rubber is like the padding. Maybe I'm overdoing this because the rubber, the screws are far. These actually stick way out here. Man, I wish I could glue it. That's too bad.
You can't even do that? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. This rubber thing's going to be a little interesting. This whole thing's going to be interesting, trying to do this vinyl. I don't know what I'm doing. And trying to make that all work is going to be very interesting.
You're getting closer and closer to that point.
Yeah. So this is the rubber. That's how big my window was.
Oh, it's a fair bit smaller.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm going to get a scissor. I'm going to just snip that thing out. Yeah.
Pablo's outside again?
Yeah, he just likes sitting outside for some reason.
Weirdo.
He is a weirdo.
Yeah.
It's hot out.
It's
and he'd
so
rather
hot out
sit.
today.
He'd rather sit out there.
Yeah.
Big weirdo. That's probably why him and I get along.
Oh, 100%.
He's just a big weirdo.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think after I can put some urethane to hold stuff together. Now, seeing how this is not the rubber or anything from this window, there's a good chance like nothing actually lines up. So we're hoping. Here's the hoping.
You never know. I mean, that looks pretty lined up so far.
Did I drop all my screws inside?
Yeah.
So that's not terrible. Oh man. See if I can make that tight.
Just a bit more.
Snippity snip.
Yep.
not too shabby.
No. It's looking pretty tight so far.
We're trying to minimize the leaks, the water leaks that are bound to happen.
Yeah, we're all too familiar with those.
All my vehicles have a little bit of a. Oh, this one's got.
Oh, so much.
Well, it's like broken.
Oh.
So I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just try to work with it. We'll put another hole in there.
Huh.
I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so close.
So close. Did you get it? Yeah, you did.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa. Well, that was way less painful than I was expecting.
Mind you, now I probably think I goofed this a little bit. This is way further out than I thought. It'll work, I'm just a little, not much step up here.
You need hands on the inside.
Yeah. Just trying to hold things in place here.
Yeah.
That one's good.
Well, that worked all right.
I'm guessing this was the bottom. Ooh, here's the open. Oh, I screwed up.
Oh no. You're not long enough.
Win.
It's a good thing you're such a good problem solver. That's going to come in really handy.
Or I'll just leave it and then, I screwed up. No big deal. Is there a chance I have these backwards? Oh, it didn't stay in there. Yeah, a lot of it's a little me. Who earns? I wonder if this just ends up being a good candidate to try to figure out how to cast.
Oh, you could do that.
Yeah, then I could actually make it out of aluminum and it would be like polished, like a chrome thing.
I like that idea a lot.
I mean, this will work for now, but I goofed.
That's a great idea, though. You should
Yeah, because
totally
I could
do
maybe
that.
get this rounded a little nicer.
You should totally do that.
Boo. Boo!
I vote for casting.
Oh, and things don't line up. You bugger. Boy, that's zany, eh? Man, did I go out to lunch? This side's, it's like somehow I have them on backwards.
I don't even know.
See how that one? Oh, mind you.
No, just...
Yeah, just that one side.
Yeah, there's just a little gap right over here.
Yeah, just point it out.
I mean, we can zoom in too. It's not like, we're hiding anything here.
I have to figure some way. Yeah. Man, I gotta go see Ray, figure out this casting thing.
Ray would be very
I need some
helpful
sand.
right now.
I need that thing, and I should be able to just fill it with putty or do something to hold the shape.
So you can cast it.
Yeah.
That would look amazing.
Because I think I can just, yeah. Bugger. Oh well. Those things happen. I had one shot at it.
I mean, at least you know a guy, though.
Yeah.
You know a guy.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you will.
Bummer. I guess I could do. I don't know how well it would go. Well, I don't know if I can get this. You know these chrome strips?
Yes.
I could maybe just make it a sheet metal, like a holder to hold the glass in, and then do like that peel and stick chrome to go around.
Yes.
I like the casting. I want to figure that out anyways.
I know. You've been
Because
talking about
I
that
can
for a
drill
long
and
time.
tap it, and if I screw it up, I can weld it and do stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. I mean, at least, kind of. It should hold the vinyl.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It's actually not as poofy. Like, well, it's going to be poofy and come in here, but this is not. as deep as I thought it was going to be.
I cannot wait to see what this top looks like
Yeah.
with the vinyl on it. Like,
My buddy
I'm
has that one sewing machine,
so
but
excited.
I have seen one online, so I'm kind of anxious for that one. I think that would
We
be
are
pretty
anxiously awaiting a reply from a marketplace
Hopefully,
seller.
yeah. I think it would be awesome. 'Cause it's got
man.
reverse, it's got all the stuff.
It's got all the bells and whistles,
it's-
that one.
And it's pretty cheap, so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed there.
Well,
But
I think I'm gonna go in and have a coffee and ponder.
I could go for a coffee too. Let me make a
All
pot
right.
of coffee.
Well, I'll go back. We'll hit this again there a little later.
Just take a little break, think about it.
Find an easy way to cast this.
Yep.
Today we're messing around. I started with, we touched up a little bit of paint and we put these panels on, so I don't believe I need to be into these doors anymore. They should be good. We did some templates. I don't feel like messing with that, whatever that other cardboard or the wood I normally use. So anyways, I paper templated out the upper door panel. I'm gonna have to do these kick panels yet. I'll probably make that one side and then I can do my one pattern and then I'll trim that one up to fit around the heater box on this side. But I'd like to get some paint on there, fix that up. The steering column, we'll go over there trying to figure out what I'm saying here, but the, what do you call it? The column where the blinker is keeps sliding down. So I thought it was that nut in the back. I'll show you. I thought this nut tightened it up, but it doesn't. It just wants to keep wiggling. So there's got to be something inside that holds the works. So anyways, I pulled all the stuff off. I feel like I'll take it off and I'll kind of recondition the wheel here. I tried some of this stuff that I used in the seal. I put it on the steering wheel, so I'm going to see if that works as a good glue, how it's going to be to sand to fill the cracks and stuff. And then maybe we'll give it some splash of color here. I'm thinking the same body color. I don't know, maybe some gray. Maybe I'll do that gray to break it up a bit here, but I'm going to do, I think this and everything else white. Makes sense to me. Anyways, right now I got to go dig into here, get the puller, pop this off, and then hopefully there's something in here. I'm probably going to just wire up my lights, even though they're not doing anything right now, but I'll wire up my tail lights so I can just make sure I got my blinker stuff right. I'm pretty... In the past, when I was doing that on the 54, I got all that stuff screwed up, so there's a good chance I did it again on here. So I want to make sure everything's working in the column, brake light, all that. So for the tail lights, I'm just going to go, whoops, somewhere I bought, what do you call it? These things. Do I have enough? I was going to do these and I'm hoping they're going to work in the taillights. Then maybe they won't. I hope. Huh. Guess I got to get more. I bought a bunch of these to do refills, but I'm missing the whole bits. So I got one. Even if I can just get 2 of them to work, that'd be pretty good for now. I'll dig around and I'm going to try to find those. I don't think I have... I guess I could dig them out of old cars. I don't. Yeah. We'll just go hunt around the yard and find them. Because the back of these are pretty large. And I don't know that I have the refills to do that. I call them a refill. They're just a replacement or a whatever. Something. Anywho. Let's get those wired up quick. I can go test all my lights, make sure everything is good, brake light, lights, all that jazz, and then we'll get the steering column. Well, then I know that part's good, but still gotta do the steering wheel. I'm babbling. We're gonna do some stuff. It is a scorcher out here. There is not even the slightest bit of a breeze. I think it's like 30 something. What is that? Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. It's hot. It's really hot. Anyways, I'm gonna go dig through some of these cars here and look at mostly maybe this Buick because I think it's got a lot of taillights, or it had a lot of taillights, and see if we can find some. I want to find 2 sets of sockets. One's got a larger dealio and the other one's like a smaller bulb. So I don't have in the shop. I think I have that one mismatched, the one that was you seen in the container, but that one's, what do you call it? I used one on my car, so I don't have, oh, this doesn't look like a fail too. It looks like everything got pulled out and was sitting in the taillight section because the wiring is here, but there's nothing else. Maybe the front has something? I don't know. I'm trying to do the less complete cars, try to keep them pretty complete in my eyes, but... And that's a no bueno in the front too. Okie doke. Big Dodge. Anything in here? A whole lot of chrome. And no sockets. Man, that's like the first thing that gets cut out of everything. Chrysler. There's some neat stuff in here. Good to know. I'll continue on my search. Let you know what I find here. It's not looking good though. I probably have plucked through these things already. All right, so we took the steering wheel off. We painted it not once, not twice, I think 4 times I'm on. Kept having to clean it off. Either some of the paint that I got overspray on lifted because I didn't have the column sanded, or the paint just sucks. I don't know what Tremclad did with their formula, but it just sucks now. So I basically I painted it and then I'd get it run. I didn't matter how light of a coat I put on. It didn't matter what I did. So basically I got fed up and I just hosed it on and let it run down. At least it looks consistent now. There's a little weirdness up here, but you know what? I am not going to give a crap about it. I'm kind of over it. That thing, that's annoying. That's all I can tell you. I am soaking this with some thinner right now. So in the hopes, yeah, all it is I just take gun wash and soak it on a rag, and then this paint just eventually will just lift right off. So I hope anyways. Most of it's coming. I kind of want to, that's like a big bobo on my side. I didn't think much about it and I basically screwed that up. So I'm trying to fix my error here, which is, we're getting there slowly. Get the green off, and then we can sand the rest of this and get some black on it. And then I'm not too worried about the kick panels and stuff because they're all just going to have an upholstered panel on them. I don't know if I showed that, but there's basically, I don't have a proper on-off valve, so this is going to be my heat on and off. Anyways, I'm going to get some more gun wash on here and try to get the rest of this stuff off. So some of you may be wondering why I never pulled the steering column out. And I could have, and it'd be way easier to do all that, but that thing's like complete bugger to take out because it's doable, but it would take way more work than it's worth just taping things up because of the whole shift mechanism that I have on there for the shifter is kind of makes it hard, and I just don't really want to bother with that. So the other night, Ryder was by. He's tidying up a few things on his bike. He actually did paint his fuel tanks. I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty good. So he's got that, got a coat of paint. Looks like he's got one little run, not a big deal. And kind of was tidying up his electrical and things like that. I know some folks don't know why he's building a custom tank. It's because his old motor's in a bajillion pieces, and this is actually a twin cylinder out of like a street bike. So he's kind of hot rodding up his quad here. You can see it never came with that, so that's why we had to build these upper pieces and stuff. So other than that, everything's actually fitting really well. We're just waiting for some chain to come in, and we're gonna have to do like just some small filters. I think at some point he'll build an air box, but for now, just so he's kind of mobile again, we're going to basically just put some clamp-on filters and switch it around. So that's why the fuel tank was, he had to build one, because this motor sits, the old tank used to sit down here, but that's like way into the cylinder heads and stuff. So he's got all this going on, and I think the one thing we got left to do is he's going to have to try to figure out his exhaust, and we're going to try to keep that pretty tight and up, that hopefully we can kind of make this bike look like a quite the sleeper that nobody's messed with. That's kind of the idea. Anyways, he's going to be by, so he's probably going to do some more work on there. And, well, I am going to let that thing dry, and we're going to get some paint on there. I'm going to come in and start sanding my wheel, try to get that thing all set up, and then, well, might go visit a buddy of mine because I want to see if I can steal some sand from him so we can do some sand casting and, well, get him to give me a little class on it. I want to try to sand cast that thing and then maybe like a horn ring, because that thing's missing, and I also want to do, like my 54 is missing a horn ring. I have the center section, which is kind of the hard part, so if I can get that to cast, that'd be awesome because it fits properly under the horn button. Well, it is the horn button / it mounts to that or something. Forgot to turn my camera on. But anyways, we use some of this glazing putty. I don't think it's going to work good. I honestly don't have a lot of success trying to refurb a steering wheel. But anyways, we've kind of took that finishing putty like I used, and I'm just mooshing it into the cracks. I don't care that it's like perfect. It'd be nice if some of the cracks went away. That'd be okay. But in my experience, they're just going to crack again. So anyways, we're gonna let that dry. We're gonna let that dry. We're gonna sand it. I think I have some primer. I might just hit it with a little bit of primer. That way we can kind of splash some color. So my goal is gonna be, I think I'm gonna do that silvery gray, like I did the wheels, along with the inside of the truck, the shifter. I want to do it as well. So, and then this part will be white, and that white's miserable. So we'll do the gray first because that'll probably dry pretty quick, and then we can spray that off. That'd be pretty ideal. I think while I'm waiting on that, I'll probably just start and mask off the column and stuff inside the truck so I can spray that shifter up there, or that shifter rod. Well, I think that turned out pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's good enough. I'm pretty happy with that. And in the end, that's all that really matters. I'm trying to get a better light in here, but I think that gray works nice. We got the white going with everything else, and the gray just breaks things up a little. How well that's going to last, how the durability will be, I don't know. But at least looks like something. We're going to have to look into this casting deal because I think it'd be kind of neat to make some stuff. I'm missing like the horn ring for this. So I got to clean this up yet. But, and then there's supposed to be like, I think there's supposed to be like some kind of a decorative horn ring, or maybe it goes all the way around. I don't remember. None of my other cars have it, so I don't know what it is. The other ones have different wheels altogether and stuff. So we're kind of sticking with the Pontiac vibe here. So we'll figure it out. We'll have to look for it or maybe make something. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but so far I'm pretty happy with everything. So we got touched up. Oh, I don't know if I ever showed my heater box. Over here we splashed some paint. We got the nice emblem back. Pretty happy with that. Not too shabby. It's gonna need a good cleanup in here. Still got to do a whole lot of, still got to jazz some paint on here. I've been putting it off because this other stuff took like 4 days to dry properly. So I guess the next step we're gonna do is I'm gonna go visit a buddy of mine. He's got some material for me to do so I can try a crack at this casting something, because the way I screwed up this back window thing, it's usable, but I'd like to get the just kind of make it in one piece. So I don't know, hopefully I can figure out this casting thing. What it is you just melt some aluminum, you kind of do a sand form, kind of smash everything together, hopefully. If I can figure it out, there's many things I can see myself making with that, so the possibilities become endless. But for now, I'm gonna try one piece and see how it goes. Anyways, I think this dragged on a little bit. I don't really think I got very far. We did get our steering column in and it's painted. I did get my back window rubber trimmed, but I grooved up the piece that goes in, so it's not, I don't know if it's fixable because I'm pretty sure that's like pot metal. I don't know. I'll try to weld it maybe, but I don't know if I'm gonna have much luck. All right, anyways, on that note, I think that is where I am gonna leave this one. As always, folks, I wanna thank you all for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Later.